On the 29th of July of this year, early on Monday morning, we were here in Addis Ababa. Elkanah and I and a few members of the team. We were coming to present formally the candidacy of the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Excellencies, that task may appear mundane, but I want to tell you it was a heavy task. Heavy because if you know Kenya, you know that there are many people who are learned, who are experienced, who are qualified to serve anywhere and do anything around the world. But then, if you understand the African Union, and if you understand the provisions touching on the AUC Commission set out in the Constitutive Acts, and if you understand the statutes of the AUC Commission and the role of the chair of that commission, and if you understand the more than 26 functions of that office, you would realize that the task is mammoth, that the task is heavy. It includes, Excellencies, the task of representing Africa, defending Africa's interests, ensuring that the decisions of the African Union are complied with and implemented. It includes so much. And so even though there are many who may be qualified in the Republic of Kenya, as we looked at these responsibilities, and as we juxtaposed these responsibilities with the current global challenges and the place of Africa in this globe, there were only very few names, Excellencies, that the Republic of Kenya could present. And there was no better name to present than the name of the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. He is the candidate of the Republic of Kenya, but he is also the candidate, Excellencies, of the East African community.
Today I invite each one of you to imagine this Africa, a continent bursting with potential and brimming with possibilities. As I present my candidacy for the position of chairmanship of the African Union Commission, I'm committed to turning this vision into reality. But I cannot do it alone. It will take all of us, leaders, innovators, and every citizen working collaboratively to dismantle barriers, foster unity, and pursue excellence. Together, let us harness our collective power to create a future where Africa stands tall on the global stage, an emblem of resilience, creativity, and unity. Let us embark on this journey towards a brighter and more prosperous Africa. Africa is the richest continent on the planet Earth in terms of strategic raw materials that have made the other parts of the world rich. The paradox is that the richest in terms of resources is also the poorest in terms of living conditions of these people. This is what we need to change so that African people can be rich people. We have been blaming others in the past, but the time for blame game is gone. Now is the time to act as Africans, and we take our destiny in our own hands, and we work collaboratively to uplift the living conditions of African people. There are those people who do not believe that Africa can develop. So they are what they call Afro-pessimists. Afro-pessimists are those who think Africa is a lost cause. But the Afro-pessimists like myself, for those who believe in the ability of the African people to develop Africa. Africa will not be developed by foreigners coming to Africa. The foreigners will come to invest, not to develop, but to make money. But ultimately, Africa will develop with the brains and energies of the African people. And that's why you've seen the story I tell of the African lion. The African lion is a very resilient animal. And here the African lion is giving a message to the Asian tiger. The African lion is, as you know, Africa, the lion is a revered animal. The Cameroonian soccer team is called the Indomitable Lions. The Senegalese soccer team is called the Lions of Teranga. The Moroccan national team is called the Atlas Lions. And in East Africa, we call the lion Simba, mfalme wa msitu. That the lion is the king of the jungle. When it roars, the other animals listen. So the African lion is giving a message to the Asian tiger. That you, the Asian tiger, you have danced alone on the stage for far too long. I was asleep in the jungles of the Congo. But now I'm awake. I'm surrounded by the mighty mountains of Kilimanjaro and Kenya to the east, the Atlas Mountains to the west, the rivers, the Niger, the Zambezi, the Limpopo, the mighty Congo, the Nile, and I'm sitting on African oil, African gold, African bauxite, African copper ore, African iron ore, African diamonds. And I now have the knowledge and ability to turn all this wealth into prosperity and to liberate my people and make them rich and powerful and claim the 21st century as an African century. End of the message of the African lion to the Asian tiger.